Hi guys, good evening. Welcome to Talk with Glow. Right, so this is my second video, guys, and I hope you've all watched, subscribed, like, share, and comment so we can have dialogue in the comment section. Right, so welcome back, and it's good to be back on here. I intend to upload a video once a week. In my first video a week ago, it was Mother's Day here in the UK. So I spoke about, just motherhood, being a mother, and just wishing everyone a bit of love and light. So today I want to talk with you about just health and well-being, and just to ask the question, are you looking after your health and your well-being? That's your physical health, your spiritual health, and your emotional health. Very important. And of course, your mental health, which kind of falls under emotional health. We're talking more about people are talking more openly about their mental health now. There's still a few pockets of people, whether it be for culture or personal reasons, that kind of shy away from that conversation, not wanting to discuss. But the majority of the population today are very open, about discussing mental health. I've experienced, not myself personally, but I know of people who have really been in dark places. And, when you do have dialogue with them, sometimes it's just the smallest of things the things that we say are small that can really drive people over the edge. And not everyone has the same coping ability, coping strategies, or has the outlet to voice things that are going on with them in their life, in their mind, in their head, wherever. Saying that it's important to just have an outlet and just be vocal about it. If you have a friend, family, a therapist even that you talk to. And speaking of therapists, you don't have to have a mental health issue to have a therapist just to talk to. So I think it's something that needs to be spoken more about, especially in the Black community. Anyhow, let's just pivot onto physical health. In the NHS, you get a free health check once you're over 40, and you should really, once you've hit that age, make it a point of duty to have that health check. I do mine annually. I just ring the surgery up, say I'd like to have my bloods done, height, weight, blood pressure, the whole 9 yards, just to check everything. Don't wait for something to happen, for a symptom to start before you go to the GP. Make it a lifestyle habit. Make it something that you do every year, that you book that, lifestyle check in. And those baseline checks can really help to identify any serious underlying illnesses, and you can get onward referral to support services, to help you to manage your health and your well-being. And it also helps to pick up those early warning signs. So very important. Yourself checked, change your lifestyle. Once you hit a certain age, you need to start looking at what you're eating. Are you moving more? That kind of thing. And for those who have sedentary jobs where they're sitting at desks, do you manage to squeeze some stretches into your day, getting up from your workstation, having a break, and just try and stay as healthy and physically healthy as you can. Do you think about walking to the train station? If you're someone who takes a train to work, can you walk part of your journey? That kind of thing. It's just looking at ways where you can get movement in, because we're also very busy and life is just lifing for all of us. So, and if you have to make time for the things that are important to you, and if it's important to you, you will find the time, and there are ways around it. I was one of those persons who used to, oh, I haven't got the time to go to the gym, I haven't got time to do this, I haven't got the time to do that. But you know what? I realized that if I don't make the time, where is it going to come from? I need to make the time. So I've made some lifestyle changes, and I'm mindfully practicing, looking after myself. Last year, when I had my health check, my HbA1c was slightly elevated. Nothing major, but just slightly above the normal range. And spoke with the doctor, and I decided I'll make some lifestyle changes, because one of my brothers he's passed away now, his soul rest in peace. He had diabetes, and I remember that, and I thought, God, I do not want to have diabetes. I'm still young by my standards. So I thought I'd make some lifestyle changes. So I started to adjust my diet and reducing my portion sizes and drinking more water because I don't like drinking water. I was a juice person and I've literally cut juice out. Even if I do have some juice now, it's very diluted. So I'll have maybe half or quarter glass of juice and then I'll fill the rest up with water because it just too sweet. So I've made some lifestyle changes since I was told last year and started doing yoga as well, which I really, really love because I'm not really a gym person. I've tried the gym a few times and then I just fell off the wagon. So I found yoga last year and I really enjoy yoga because I do hot yoga and my yoga studio they do different types of yoga. So yeah, I quite enjoy yoga. I try to go at least 3 times a week and at home I have a dumbbell, a 8 kg dumbbell. I do have a treadmill that I use for my cardio, but we put it away in December when we wanted to put the Christmas tree up. We put it in the storage and I feel bad to say this, but it's still in the storage. Yeah, I should get it out, but I'm still doing some exercises. I'm working out in doing the yoga and I'm using the dumbbells. So I don't feel too bad. And as the weather is warming up, I'll be walking to the station instead of driving. The message here, don't wait for something to happen to get yourself checked at your GP. Do those health checks, especially those of us over 40. Get those risk factors checked. As you get older, you need to be moving more, eating, mindful of what you're eating, making healthy choices, staying healthy, and be disciplined about it. Sleep is another big factor as well. Looking at screen time, make sure that you're not on the phones or on the laptops or the iPads too late or in the bed. Turn those blue lights off, get your rest in, and drink lots of water, dare I say. I've started drinking my water since last year. I'm so proud of myself. I've come a long way with my water. Bought myself a Stanley mug several months ago, last year actually, and I think it carries about 2 liters. I struggle to drink the whole 2 liters some days, but I'm really making an effort, and yeah, I can see the changes in my skin as well. So look after yourself, your mind, your body, the soul, the spirit. Stay healthy, stay well, be strong, and keep healthy because health is wealth, as they say. Without our health, we can't work, we can't do nothing, and we need to stay as healthy as possible so that we can live as long as possible and enjoy our life as we get older. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. It's Talks with Glow. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. I shan't stretch it out anymore. I don't want my videos to be too long. Wishing you all a great week ahead. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.